This is just what we have right at the moment.
There's still plenty of snow on Joe Chatfield's property.
There's a 6-foot drift right there.
Chatfield lives in a community north of Healy that is off the grid.
Depending on where you live out here, you're anywhere from 15 minutes from the highway to an hour from the highway under normal conditions.
But there's nothing normal about what's been happening over the last few weeks. Back-to-back storms, blowing winds, and plummeting temperatures that literally left residents trapped in their homes.
We're all the way up to minus 17.
Chatfield is lucky today. He's no longer stuck. State plows came to the rescue over the weekend. You must have been a bit of a relief.
It was, but at the same time, I felt a little guilty because they weren't able to get to everybody out here.
Which is why he is now using his own equipment to try and get them free.
But we've shoveled to that point from this way to where my woodshed is. If you can see the woodshed right here.
Heather McGrarty and her family were digging out for days.
And then I just had called and said, hey, help, I need to get out.
Before they finally turned to neighbors for help.
One neighbor tried last night, and he doesn't have a cab on his tractor, so he could only go so far before he nearly froze on the tractor to try and get out here last night. And then Joe got a little farther, and then he started running low on fuel, so he had to go back home.
She says the family still has some food.
But I've got caribou meat. I've got a lot of stuff right in here.
But is really low on firewood to heat their home. Still, they're hopeful things will turn around.
All else fails, I'll use my shovel. I mean, I do not have the back for it anymore. I shouldn't be shoveling like I am, but I just ignore it, and I got to keep trucking through it.
They're determined to get through the snow. Lauren Maxwell, Alaska's News Source.